So here we are at the end of 2021. There's a lot of videos out on YouTube speculating that the housing market in 2022 is going to collapse. I'm here today to tell you that that's probably not the case. I want to go over Zillow's predictions for 2022 and also clear the air about how Zillow is unloading $2.8 billion worth of real estate. So to get started here, Zillow actually failed in trying to flip a bunch of homes throughout the United States. These homes are not going to be going to normal consumers like you and I. They're actually going to be sold to bigger funds like BlackRock. BlackRock is buying a lot of the homes that Zillow is unloading right now at a discounted price, which will not affect the market. They still have more properties to unload, and it will take some time, but they are not going to let these homes go to public market. So instead, I wanted to take a look at what Zillow predicts home prices are going to do in 2022. Keep in mind that we still have extremely low interest rates. If you're on a 30-year fixed and you have great credit, great income, and your DTI is good, you're getting around a 3% interest rate on your mortgage loan, which is still historically extremely low, coupled with zero inventory on the market. There is literally no inventory. People are staying in their homes and they can't afford to move unless they're leaving the state. But Zillow expects homes to jump 13.6% increase in 2022. By now, in the end of September of 2022, home prices are going to continue to go up. It's interesting to see that their projections are so high in just as crazy as 2021, especially with a lot of talk about interest rates going up. But I wanted to look at Redfin's data and see what they thought as well. Zillow says we are in the middle of a 5-year period during which the largest chunk of millennials, those born between 1989 and 1993, are hitting their 30s, the age when first-time home buying really kicks into gear. I think that this is definitely true, but they're kind of contradicting themselves when they give us the low inventory as well as low interest rates. But I do know a lot of people in 2021 moved back home to save their money, and a lot of people are getting money from their parents if they're lucky enough to do that. But if they've been saving with their good jobs in 2021, they just might have a big enough down payment to put down. So I do not disagree with that. So switching over to Redfin, they predict a more balanced market in 2022. So they're thinking interest rates are going to creep up a little bit and they're going to rise to 3.6%, bringing price growth down to earth. They also think that new listings will hit a 10-year high, which will hardly make a dent in the ongoing supply shortage. Their prediction number 3, rents will increase by 7%. Rents will increase 7% by the end of 2022, more than double the predicted year-over-year growth in home prices of 3%. Demand for rentals will be strong for several reasons. The end of mortgage forbearance will cause many homeowners to sell and rent instead. So they're thinking that homeowners that are done with forbearance are going to put their house on the market, which causes more inventory, more options for buyers, so they won't be overbidding on homes. So here we have Zillow thinking that millennials are going to go out and buy in 2022, which will cause a lot of demand, but Redfin is saying millions of millennial renters are on the cusp of buying their first home, but we expect many will still be held back from home ownership due to affordability. I completely agree with that. Since everything's so expensive, they're also predicting home buyers will relocate to affordable cities like Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania over the Sun Belt. They also show data about how in Q3 of 2021, big cities like Atlanta, Houston, Austin, Phoenix, people moving there is going down due to affordability. So everyone moved there at the beginning or the middle of the pandemic, which demand was high, so prices got driven up. Now it's not affordable for a lot of people. They're also predicting people will vote with their feet, moving to places that align with their politics. I do agree with this. You do see a lot of people from California, a lot moving to Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas, Nevada, Seattle, Washington, Dallas, Texas, Portland, Oregon, Houston, Texas. The list goes on, but those are the top 5 places people from California are moving. They're also thinking that condo demand will take off. So, unlike at the beginning of the pandemic when people were moving to single family homes with bigger backyards and more space, they're thinking that people will start moving to cities and want to be in condos. Single family housing at the beginning of the pandemic increased 27%. So now they're thinking that these single family homes are not affordable. So it's actually going to switch back to condos. Good and bad news for realtors here looking at this article on Redfin. iBuyers will focus on perfecting a niche service instead of market domination. I think a lot of iBuyers are really learning from what happened to Zillow and taking a big hit there and actually wiping out that sector of their business. They're also predicting that the DOJ will crack down on how real estate agents are paid. This is not good for me. Redfin is predicting that the Department of Justice will crack down on how agents are paid, and it is possible that buyers will eventually have to pay up front for their agent instead of the more common setup now where the seller pays the commission for both the buy and sell side agent at closing. If buyers have to pay up front, many of them will likely pay more attention to the services their agent offers and get more cost conscious. As a result, they're thinking that more dual agency, this is where the agent represents both the buyer and seller, and more pocket listings where homes are for sale are only shown at exclusive group of buyers will be more prominent in 2022. For me as an agent, this is no good, but for buyers, this could be good, and sellers, it will definitely save them a lot of money so they're not paying for both sides. This is interesting, guys. So Zillow has the prediction of home prices skyrocketing throughout 2022 up until September, and then you have Redfin, more conservative, thinking that home prices might go up a little bit, but mostly stabilize due to interest rates going up and more homes coming to market from forbearance. What do you guys think is going to happen in 2022? Are you more on the verge of the housing market can't go up anymore, it's a huge bubble, or do you think that the fundamentals are there and people are getting good loans, and as long as interest rates stay low and there's not a lot of supply, then the housing market will continue to increase? What do you guys think? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.